I'll move it closer to the screen.
Yeah, I can hear it perfectly. You can just play the audio for me.
We weren't secretive about it. Our armed forces, to be perfectly frank, blockaded the armed forces of Ukraine who were stationed in Crimea.
Play the full video.
This is an excerpt from the news.
No, not this full video. Find the full one. Find his entire interview, the full thing.
I'm showing you this excerpt. Next, the journalist is asked,
No, I need you to find me that entire interview of his. Well, you need to watch the whole thing. Why just an excerpt? You must watch it to understand. I've seen it. I know. Do you think you're the first to show it? And then we proceed to watch the entire video, and the complete narrative unravels right there.
no problem, go.
Find that video.
What's it called?
I don't know. You showed me the video, so you must know where to find it.
No, I found where the excerpt is. If you need the whole thing, look, if you're claiming,
You are making your argument based on an excerpt, just a snippet.
and I'm telling you there's nothing more to it, nothing more will be there.
Did you watch it all?
So now you show me. You'll say, look, you Ukrainian blogger, you criminally edited this and are only showing it out of context. Look, I'll find it for you. I will get it for you. I just genuinely found it. It suggested an excerpt from TSN, which I saved. I watched the full video, and truly, I saw absolutely nothing else there beyond what was shown.
So what? What do you remember from the full video?
Nothing. Nothing. That's the point. He says, well, in that context, that phrase is not rectified or improved in any manner there. There are a lot of words, but the meaning, nothing changes. That's the point I'm telling you. Can you show me? See, you pulled it out of context, but within its context, it sounds identical. Precisely the same way. That's precisely why I saved this particular clip, because it tells the whole story. If you think there's something else to it, I'll watch it with you. I'll find it with you. No problem at all.
Well, finding that video now is a pain.
Keep watching.
Vladimirovich, but I think whoever wants to can watch it in the chat line.
Look at the date, the seizure of the Crimean parliament right there with the date.
Well, are there? Uh-huh. Who exactly are those guys?
Look, even if they're little green men.
I see no chevrons.
No chevrons. I'm not showing this for that reason, but because a referendum can't happen when the parliament is seized, whether they're regular troops. Or whoever they may be, even if they're Ukrainian military forces, a referendum cannot possibly be conducted while the parliament is under military seizure.
Who's that?
What does it matter who it is? What does it matter who it is? Well, what do you mean? What difference does it make who? It was a forceful seizure of the Crimean parliament. This implies that even a legitimate referendum, had it been held throughout all of Ukraine, would still not have been considered lawful within the Crimean territory. This is because it was under military occupation during a military seizure at that time.
Who's occupying it? Who's in that video? Who occupies?
Terrorists, criminals.
Which?
It doesn't matter who they are. They could even be Ukrainians. Remember the bear story? I bite its head off and move on. It changes nothing. You're clinging to irrelevancies.
I just remembered what you mentioned earlier. They voted at gunpoint.
Whether it was a Ukrainian gun or any other gun.
No. Who in Crimea voted at gunpoint?
The Crimean parliament established the referendum.
At gunpoint, no, you said.
Of Crimea. The members of the Crimean parliament initiated the referendum. Again, there are some really great...
People were forced to vote at gunpoint.
Even the parliamentarians, those who had been seized by unknown individuals, announced that a referendum would be held.
They were forced to vote at gunpoint. Do you hear what they're saying?
Yeah, I do.
Who was it that went to vote at gunpoint?
The referendum was organized at gunpoint. The referendum was organized. Now
Wait, you told me. You said it clearly. People went to vote at gunpoint. Well, you stated that quite clearly.
Yes. You need a video, right? A video of a person going to vote at gunpoint. You need that video.
It's the 21st century.
There's no such thing. Let's drop it. I was wrong. Fine. Have you noticed how much I've told you, shown you, and read to you? You haven't answered for any of it. And I'm still here showing you, telling you, I'm still doing it.
I have already given you my response regarding Buratino. I told you that I cannot give you an answer, That I do not deny the fact that I am not refuting the fact that
All right, you're not denying it, are you? About the referendum.
I don't know about that. I'm not going to say if she helped or not. That was recorded. I haven't looked into that topic, honestly. I haven't looked into the Buratino. So when you showed me,
Yes, you're the master, you're the specialist on the Tornado S, but you didn't look into the Buratino, I recall.
you're the first to tell me.
Regarding the unconstitutional coup, I proved to you there was no coup, especially not an unconstitutional one.
Because you just threw a bunch of stuff out there about the coup. Look. What the Western representatives were actively involved in during the Maidan events.
They came to show support. That's normal. Democratic forces support democratic processes.
And in Lviv, they seized a weapons depot then. Remember that situation?
When, in what was that?
Lviv saw a seizure.
Let's find some common ground. You understand? That would be truly fair. You scrutinize every single word I utter, just to. But I even agreed, thinking it would be splendid if the Russian blogger also presented something, took action, or cited something.
Weapons seized in Lviv. Okay. A post from February 19th, 2014. Activists secured the Ukrainian flag, CTI reports. The protesters also stormed Unit 4114 of the internal troops. Later, they made a deal with the soldiers that they would leave the unit unarmed and the weapons depot would be sealed. Molotov cocktails set the barracks ablaze. Nearly everything was incinerated. No, I need the segment, specifically where the weapons were taken from. 10,000 people are near the internal troops unit. No, that's not interesting. Wait. The seizure of the regional administration in Lviv. The regional administrations in areas like Lviv. In Lviv, weapons depots were seized. Yes, Yanukovych's opponents in Lviv took control of the weapons depots. So what date was that? It was February 19th, 2014. Yanukovych's opponents in Lviv took control of the weapons depots. And also, as a Spanish channel reported, opposition representatives tried to seize various government institutions, including those of the police and army. Right. How does the morning in Kiev begin? With bonfires and smoke on Independence Square after the actions of the police and the opposition's major operations. Well, there, I've read it to you now.
Look, as they say, you tried. Let's just imagine you found it. Let's just say it exists. You found it.
But this is in Spanish, are you going to translate it?
Like I said, you found everything, no problem at all. Let's move on. I believe you. So, what's next?
The seizure of weapons, what does that mean? Why were the Maidan supporters, those aligned with Euromaidan, seizing weapons in Lviv? For what reason? What was their aim?
Maybe they feared force would be used against them too. Maybe they wanted something else. I don't know. I wasn't among them, honestly.
How many criminal cases do you think were opened because of that? For the entire seizure of weapons?
But when it comes to such particular occurrences, the situation typically plays out in a rather distinct manner. Do you not grasp that? There is the concept of lustration and there is the concept of amnesty. When things like this happen, people eventually come to some kind of agreement. Like when Yanukovych signed that deal with the opposition, for example. From both sides, for example, Yanukovych should immediately be thrown in prison simply because he gave the order to fire upon peaceful, unarmed people. But an agreement was reached with him. An agreement was made with him to equalize the situation. So, even if it didn't happen, I don't know the full story, I don't know if there are criminal cases or not, but I'm helping you. Okay? It happened, I'm helping you. Okay? Okay? No criminal cases were opened. If no criminal cases were initiated, then it indicates they arrived at some sort of accord, some form of compromise. Exactly the same way, as I mentioned, Yanukovych didn't bear the full responsibility he ought to have to avoid exacerbating the situation and instead pause at that critical juncture. If that's how it was, if these cases really don't exist. Everything I'm saying now is based solely on your words. Let me give you one more thing. Look, are you familiar with this? I absolutely adore it, but honestly, it's starting to wear thin. The newspaper Sovietsky Sport from 1999, the October 8th issue.
There we go.
October 8th, where on the front page it says, "Beat the Kokols, save Russia." So, and this is the answer to, even if you don't. Well, I get that I explained to you that Ukrainians were shouting Moscow to the gallows at Yanukovych, not at Russians. But
You haven't explained it. You simply understand it as
right, I'm just saying.
you just get your point. But the fact is exactly that they were jumping, shouting, and for a long time. Look, I have.
Exactly. I can't prove that. I won't be able to prove to you that those kids who were shouting Moscow to the gallows, I can't right now. Therefore, I wholeheartedly agree. I absolutely agree that our people at the Maidan were indeed shouting Moscow to the gallows. But considering that as early as 1999, Russians weren't merely shouting this in private, they published it in a newspaper, and a very popular one at that. Right on the front cover, there was this kind of xenophobia. Kill the Kokols, save Russia. The most genuine chauvinism.
Listen, you told me that Yanukovych gave the order to shoot to kill, right? I was just recently with a comrade of mine, Andrei Gorlovsky. You don't happen to know him, do you?
No idea.
Too bad. He's a good guy. One of us. But he's Ukrainian. A Ukrainian from Horlivka himself. He's a good guy. I'm looking for a video from him right now. He recently included a clip of Yanukovych where Yanukovych states, "I never gave the order to shoot to kill." By the way, why?
I believe Yanukovych would say that. But when a criminal is caught and accused and he denies it, should we just take his word for it? I thought you were going to say there's an investigation. An investigation that...
An investigation? Ukraine's investigation?
Okay, but why are you quoting Yanukovych to me, who is clearly...
Ukraine's investigation. That's different.
Okay, but why are you referring me to the words of an interested party, Yanukovych? It's simply laughable. It's utter nonsense. I like that you agreed about Pinocchio. There's no point in arguing. So why are you bringing up Yanukovych?
Pinocchio? I don't know about him.
No, what I mean is, you didn't want to say that one could let Pinocchio have a ride on it.
It's stupid.
And quoting Yanukovych?